This year, Google made some very significant changes to the Season of Docs program, so let's talk about it. The first major change is that this year they are making it very, very clear that this is a program for experienced technical writers to help make open source docs better and to gain open source experience, but it is not intended to teach basic technical writing skills. They're assuming that you already know technical writing and you want to work on open source projects. That is just a straight up requirement this year. They also took away the position of a mentor, as far as I can tell. They only have organization admins and tech writers this year, and that's also a very clear indication of this being a program for experienced technical writers because experienced technical writers won't need mentors. The second major change is that the technical writers now work directly with accepted organizations. So, the way the program worked last year and the year before that was that technical writers had to submit applications to Google, and then Google used to make the allocation of technical writers to open source projects, but they just completely scrapped that process. So, the way they ask you to participate in the program this year is that you directly go through the list of organizations. So you just go to the repository on GitHub, and then you go to the list of organizations. Then you go through each of the organization's ideas page and see if that is something you want to work on. And if you do, then you can directly contact the organizations. I am a little confused about how you're supposed to contact the organizations, and that is one of my concerns with this year's program is that because they are decentralizing the process and now every organization gets to decide how they want to conduct the program, some of the organizers are really, really good at giving you points of contact that you can talk to, but it's not uniform across the list of projects. I think you have to do your own research and go through all the projects and see which ones you would like to contact and if you have the contact information for them, and then go talk to them. Google also has some pointers on how to choose a project. So, again, they are going with very experienced people this time. Choose a project in a language you're familiar with, or a project in a technology or domain that interests you. Once you shortlist the programs, then you check out the proposal page and you ask the questions, give feedback, make suggestions using the contact channels the project has listed, and then you submit a statement of interest directly to the organization. And they provide a very helpful statement of interest template that you can refer to create your application. You get selected, and if the organization gets selected, then you start working on them. And all organizations have to select a technical writer before May 17th. Another very interesting change this year is that the tech writers don't have a fixed stipend. So, the way it's going to work this year is that Google, instead of directly paying the tech writers, it's going to pay the organizations in form of grants, and then each organization gets to decide how they want to utilize that grant and how much of that grant money they want to give to the tech writer. So, when you submit a proposal for the program, make sure that you negotiate the pay and the number of hours because it's going to be a very long program. So, if you look at the timeline, the doc development starts from April 16th if they are already hired, or May 17th if they haven't selected a tech writer yet. It goes up to like the end of the year almost. So, it's a pretty long period of time that they're asking you to commit to the program. So make sure that your pay matches that. Those are the changes that I see in Season of Docs this year. The first change is that it is very heavily geared towards experienced tech writers. The second change is that you now directly deal with the organizations and you do not submit an application to Google, but you submit your application directly to each organization that you want to work with. And the third is there is no fixed stipend. So make sure that you negotiate hours per week commitment to the program and the pay with each organization that you apply to. I hope this was helpful and good luck with the program.